The games are about to begin. You're watching Butler Esports.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Battle for Indiana. It's day 3. It's Sunday, and I'm here with Caboose.
Hi.
We're here casting some great Rocket League action. We're going to have a starting match between Purdue and Purdue Northwest. Clash of the Purdues. 4th seed versus the 5th seed. Well, let's get a little bit of info about ourselves. My name is Pink. I am a student esports coordinator for Purdue. Also cast a lot of Midwest Regional Rocket League.
I am Caboose. I am an Indiana University student. Nothing special like Pink here is. But I do have about a year of experience casting Rocket League, Overwatch, and Valorant.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you got that. So, I don't know why they decided to pair up the IU and the Purdue guy on the desk. I mean, hopefully we don't go to blows.
Yeah,
Not get
hopefully.
that serious. But
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good day today. Stakes are pretty high. So far, if you haven't been following along the whole tournament, Friday was won by IU. Yesterday was won by Ball State. And so today, based on how both those schools do, they can kind of take home the overall trophy, get that belt in their hands. And if not, maybe there's a chance for Purdue, who got 2nd and 3rd, respectively, in the last few days, can slide in and win as well. Let's just kind of talk about this matchup that we get ahead of us, though. Purdue versus Purdue Northwest. This was a match that happened last year. And it went to game 5. It was pretty close. I asked the boys before I came in today how they felt about this Northwest squad, and they have a lot of respect for them. They're very talented. You don't get to really see them in a lot on like the larger collegiate scale, but it's going to be a very fun matchup. It's going to be tight all the way through. But I'm ready to get into this one. It's best of 5 in upper quarterfinals. It's game number 1. And here it is. Kickoff. Going to go the way of Purdue Northwest. The Pride going to start on the attack. Goes into the corner. Playing to carry this one upfield, looking for the solo play early. Good 50 on Sean. Going to go into the corner. Up off the back wall. Leaves it for Duck. Duck first shot on, just wide off the post. A nice hot start for Purdue.
Absolutely. Enchanted just barely missing that area of touchdown.
Staying in this orange half. Finally, a large booming clear will allow Purdue Northwest to get some much-needed boost. Nice fake early from Plain. Sean lost, but teammate comes in to bail him out. Awkward touch off the back wall. Requires Duck to fly in, get that ball out. Nebulous has a chance to drop this down to Sean. Sean with the shot on, goes wide. Going to try to stay behind it and keep control. The pass in the midfield finds Bomber, who gets a nice play towards Sean. Midfield pass perfectly placed. Opens the scoring for the Pride here with 50 seconds gone off the clock.
Absolutely. This Northwest team has been playing some fantastic offense, really passing the ball around. And this Boilermaker team has to lock in on their defense.
Yeah, Purdue not off to the start that they probably wanted. I think they have the expectations for them today, at least make semifinals, whether that be through the uppers or lower bracket, but starting down 1-0 early, not how they expected this one to go. But it was a great play by Bomber Wild, nice double touch to open the scoring. Playing long shot towards Sean, copes pretty well. Stays in the corner now. Now here comes some more pressure from Purdue. Double commit, but it's a save, so they'll take that one either way. Long, clear downfield. Bomber trying to get on the attack again. What a pass and what a redirect by Nebulous. Couldn't sneak in, though. Enchanted stayed on top of it. Back pass down to Enchanted once more. Can't get to it first. Nebulous trying to find a clear. Plain gets this one back in. It's dangerous in front of net. Enchanted can't get to the shot, but finds the dunk. Duck's been trying to find a double up the sidewall. Actually ends up leaving it. Now another clear again from Bomber Wild. Nice touch up. Means that Purdue Northwest can finally get on the attack. Nebulous looking for the double touch. Just runs out of boost. Duck was there anyways to cover it. We're staying here at a 1-0 lead for Purdue Northwest. Ball goes across the box. Bomber on it now. Looking to carry it into the midfield. Finds a pass to Nebulous. It's a weak shot on. He's looking for the dunk. Just can't get it. It pushes it wide. Ball's back in one more time. Nice midfield passes. The connection and chemistry for Purdue Northwest has been there so far. And Sean finds a top left corner. Unexpected shot. Finds a second goal. And they've looked really solid here so far.
Absolutely. This Northwest team is just showing way better teamwork than this Boilermaker team. That's really what it's coming down to.
Yeah, their offense has been solid. The passing plays have been fantastic. Again, we've talked about that chemistry and it's showing through. Kickoff might increase the lead to 3. It does. Look at Sean go. Hat trick off of 3 shots, shooting 100%. Really solid performance for him here early.
Absolutely. This Boilermaker team is just playing as individuals from what I can look at.
Yeah, but it's early in the day. It's their first match
Absolutely.
on. Not a lot of warm-up for them. So, mechanics not necessarily there, and it's
Ooh,
a game.
Nebulous missing the ball there. Could have scored off that.
Yeah, well, doesn't matter. We're going to go the other way. Playing, trying to get a solo play to get things going, get momentum for the Boilermakers. And finally, finding the back of the net is Duck. So, 2 minutes and 30 seconds now to try to find themselves back into this game. That's the first step back forward.
Absolutely. Purdue really working as a team there from the looks of it, and they scored almost immediately, so that might just be what they got to do.
Well, sometimes it just takes one to get things going.
Absolutely. Swing that momentum back the other way.
Chanted up, can find a shot on target, and there it is. We're within one. Just 10 seconds between the last goal and this one, and suddenly it's starting to look maybe that it's going to start sliding in Purdue's favor. The Boilermakers rearing back now, getting that snowball rolling.
Absolutely. Not let disrespect slide. Getting 3-0'd.
Here we go. Let's see what they can do it off this kickoff. Duck going to carry it himself. It's over one. It's floating dangerously in front of the net. Bomber going to try to take it aside and find a follow-up touch. Plane's going to take it off and leave it for Enchanted. It's a pinch attempt. Doesn't go the way of the Boilermakers. Bomber getting on this one. Another shot through, but saved away wide. Enchanted keeping the momentum going and keeping the pressure on, but a good challenge from Sean. Going to alleviate, buy some time for the Pride to regroup. Enchanted off this back wall. 450. Nobody turning forward northwest. Find this corner. Enchanted opting for a slow play. Pops it high, gets past one in the midfield, but it's just into the corner and another long booming clear. I like these passes so far. They're just connecting no matter what. These clearances have been with purpose. This one's really dangerous. Nebulous up awkwardly. Nobody up for Purdue. Duck now. It's going to contain. Just finds Sean instead. Sean for a low 50. Fakes one, gets past the other, but Shannon all the way back and able to find a clear downfield. And now it's going to be in front of net, and it's an open one. Good look for Plane. Shannon doing it all himself, carrying it one opposite end to the other. And we're tied up here with 1 minute and 17 left on the clock.
Absolutely. Purdue all have one goal, while Northwest has all of their score from Sean.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been kind of a one-man show on the offense, but it's been more of, I think Purdue finally woke up. Maybe just going down 3-0 was the thing to get them going, and it's been all them the last second half of this game. It's been a very different look from the Pride. Let's see if they can kind of finally stop the bleeding and get one back now. Get in the blue half. Have control in the corner, but that touch from a Bomber is not what he wanted. Luckily, the boost spawns for Nebulous. He's able to try to make something happen off the back wall. Is Enchanted, but can't find the last touch. That would have been the goal to put them in the lead. See if Plane can get this flip reset. He's carrying it all the way, but good save again from Nebulous. Duck cuts rotation. I think that was the intended play. Kicks it all the way across field. Enchanted looking to just see what he can do here. It's going to find Bomber on the back wall. He's trying to fake it for a teammate, but no one's coming through. It's a free shot on target. It's going to go off this back wall. Enchanted just a hair's length away. So now with 20 seconds left, see if there's going to be a break in the tie, if we're going to go to overtime here in game one.
Putting my money on an OP.
Okay, well, let's see. 12 seconds left. Duck pops it up high. Can't get to it. Sean just played it in the corner. Duck going to stay on. Actually misses the large boost, so can't keep in rotation. Plane sitting here just waiting for the ball to drop. It's going to be a long clear towards the midfield, and that probably going to send it in overtime, and here we go. First match of the day, first game of the day, and we find ourselves in our first overtime of the day. Good kickoff win for Plane. Plane with full boost. Plays it off the ceiling. One up. There's the pass off the back wall. It's saved off the corner. So close to winning in overtime, but no, we're going to keep going here. Sean trying to carry it over one. Flick doesn't go his way, and Shannon dunks him. Nebulous covering back, but it's clear. Only finds Plane. Plane flip reset in hand. Finds the challenge. Not able to find the goal. It's been all Purdue, though, for pressure in the last, I would say, 4 minutes. 3.5 minutes of this game.
Absolutely.
Sean not able to get a touch, gets called off by Bomber. Plane shot on off the back wall. Good save again from Sean. They've been able to cover their goal line pretty well. Not able to get out of their half. Been able to find those midfield passes. they've been doing so far that led to their success with the 3 goals. And now this demo in front of net's going to make it tough. Nebulous gets back just in time.
This Boilermaker offense in overtime has been suffocating.
It's been very dynamic from them. They've had a lot of different looks, but Purdue Northwest has coped well. The Pride staying in this one. Good 50-50 challenge, but it just finds Bomber. It's going to be a long shot downfield. Shannon just gets back to it in time. They've just been absolutely dominating the field of possession. This is awkward for Purdue. It's awkward in front of net, bouncing one more time. No one's got no boost in the tank. Shannon finally gets it away, but it's going to be another shot on plane. Diving back in, it can only find Sean off the corner, and there it is! Nebulous finally brings it home. Felt like an eon bouncing in front of this Purdue net, but someone, third man, finally rotates through, and that's going to be game 1 going the way of the Pride. Unexpected so far. But again, this went to a game 5 last time, so you know, this isn't entirely a surprise. I think a game here, a game or 2, is expected for the Pride, and honestly, they could take this one, especially if it goes the way of last year. So, I don't know. What did you like to see from Purdue going forward, or do you think they had the right game plan, just kind of lost it in overtime?
I think Purdue really kind of shook off that rust of the morning and really started to dial it in. I think they'd let themselves get too far down too early in the game. And I think if they had locked in just a little bit earlier, maybe been 2-0 instead of 3-0, they would have been able to get the comeback and really secure the win.
Yeah, I think moving forward, they'll probably look fine. I don't think the game plan needs to change. They've been definitely the faster team on the ball so far, at least from the looks of it. And the offense was there. I mean, you see a total of 18 shots on the side of Purdue, 14 on the side of Purdue Northwest. So there was really minimal defense in that game. I mean, we saw 7 goals. Yeah. But everything seems to be working. They just need to be a little bit more efficient, I think, with their touches and find that, get that ball in the back of the net, maybe be less focused on the solo play and find more challenges for your teammates and passes downfield, just like Purdue Northwest did for the first 3 or 4 goals in that series or that game.
Absolutely. And as a Purdue student yourself, who do you want to win? Who are you rooting for here, Northwest or the Boilermakers?
Okay, obviously I'm rooting for the Boilermakers. That's my home squad. These players I'm very familiar with. I'm friends with Enchanted Duck and Plain. Enchanted's actually an officer for our club, so he's very involved in the program. But I'm trying to stay unbiased as possible. I want to just see some good Rocket League. I think that's what everybody's here for this weekend, and hopefully they can deliver that here in game number 2. Plain looking for a double touch, bouncing off the ground. Nebulous reads it well, but it's still in here. Duck off that back wall. Enchanted trying to read the touch, and he leaves it for Plain instead. But wow, another save from Nebulous. I don't think I expected that one. I thought it was going to be buried in the top corner for sure, but he gets there in time.
Bomber playing fantastic defense last game with 5 saves.
Yeah, I mean, he looked very, very solid. And defense has been the name of the game for them. They're just getting absolutely peppered, but it's been don't break style of play so far for Purdue Northwest. Counterattacking ball is usually good when you are the underdog, and I think most people would have them here, even though it's only 1 seeding difference between them. I think a lot of people, though, think that this top 4 in this tournament is there's a bit of a gap between the bottom 4. At least that's what I think. Purdue Northwest proving that a little bit wrong. I mean, they already have a game on the board. They looked solid so far in game 2. And again, this pressure from Purdue has been extremely suffocating, not allowing a lot of boost in the tank of Purdue Northwest. And that's why, they've been suffering on attack the last few minutes of the game. Well, we're going to keep going here, playing. Going to take another solo play, goes off the ceiling, carries the dribble, trying to find Enchanted. Enchanted shot on, he gets it underneath the defender. There's an opening goal, and a lead, finally, for Purdue, first in the series for them.
Beautiful teamwork there. The new update where you can see your teammates' boost is probably really helpful with these types of plays now.
Yeah, you don't have to be as clean with the comms, but I'm still sure that they're intentional with what they're doing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, these teams are well seasoned and well experienced at least playing with each other. This roster for Purdue's been together for about a year or so. Very well respected within the scene. They're ranked 46th right now overall in the nation, which is the first time that's happened for Purdue. So it's the best iteration of a Purdue squad we have ever seen. Really awesome. But today there's a lot of competition on the field. This Purdue Northwest squad is nothing to scoff at. Duck off the back wall, trying to find a bump on Nebulous. Nebulous, though, turns well. will alleviate the pressure for at least a second. And that's just kind of been what they're doing. They're just buying a little bit of time to grab some boosts and be able to make these stretch saves. But it's been almost zero offense for them. They have one shot so far in this game. And that's not going to get it done if they want to win the series.
Absolutely not. No, they need to start scoring some more goals, get some more their foot in the door. This game was not going to win this series.
Bomber kicks this one towards the blue corner. Trying to control it, gets over. Duck turns back in though and finds. Actually, he's going to try to find it himself on 0 boost, wave dashing to get as much speed as he can. Accidentally 50s his own teammate, so it's going to be awkward in the midfield. Plane doesn't find the touch, but Enchanted bails him out. Just trying to be a physical presence and keep pressure on. This offensive pressure, these challenges have been unrelentless from the Boilermakers so far. Still bouncing in front of net here. This was the pressure that Purdue Northwest found to get that goal in overtime. Now they have to go back all the way to their own half. They just need to force things to be awkward for Purdue. Speaking about awkward, this one's just bouncing in front of net. I don't know how that stayed out of the net, but luckily for the Pride it did. And now Nebulous going the other way. Flip reset goal. Okay, we're tied up here. It doesn't mean you don't need a lot of shots. You just get high quality ones like that one. Just carry it all the way down the field. Finds the nice flip reset over Plane. And what a way to find your first goal here in game 2.
Absolutely, really setting the tone there for how they're going to be playing the offense this game.
Yeah, well, that was their second shot. Again, that's all they need. It's a tie game here. I think Purdue needs to start trying to turn up the physicality. It's been pretty clean overall. Not a lot of demos so far. Nebulous counterattacking the other way. Tries to find the extra pass to Sean. Sean opts to turn and just try to maintain pressure in the corner. Bomber off the back wall looking for Nebulous. Nebulous shot dunked by Plane. It's now a counterattack the opposite way. An open net look for him. Sean the last one back. Able to get there in time. Carry it upfield as well. There's going to be some high-flying, high-paced Rocket League. Bump on Duck makes it awkward. Bomber over him. Off the ceiling. It's just kind of bouncing everywhere right now, but it's finally going the opposite way. Nebulous gets in front of it, playing great read, but doesn't call off Duck in time, so he comes flying through. Double commit on that ball will mean that the offense has to turn back and grab some boost, but a miss from Nebulous actually allows them to stay in here. Duck, control, into the corner. Nice challenge. Nebulous sliding back in, Enchanted right behind him. It's bouncing in front of net. Demo on Sean. Here we go. Boilermakers once more trying to get this offensive pressure and break down this Northwest defense. It's been the challenge for them all night. Maybe this will be the look here. No. Bomber again. We talked about how well he's been on defense, and he's been showing up right here, right now.
Absolutely.
On the pinch downfield. We're under 10 seconds to go. Might be another overtime here in game 2. Looks like it. Everybody on Purdue on 0. They're just trying to force something to happen. Nebulous trying to flick it downfield, carry the ball. Not letting it hit the ground yet. Bomber long clear lines. Nebulous. Nice pass. Sean. Go. One more time. Overtime we go. Surprised that we're here. Purdue has been shooting Purdue Northwest, out-shooting Purdue Northwest 8-2 so far in this series, but it doesn't matter if you're getting a bunch of shots and none of them find the back of the net, and that's been the issue for Purdue so far throughout this series. They really need to win this game, otherwise they have to get that reverse sweep. It's very difficult. Don't want to be in this loser's bracket early. This loser's bracket is also a best of 3, which is really unrelenting. It doesn't allow for any mistakes to happen. 40 seconds down in overtime. Plane doesn't get the recovery he wanted, so now Bomber's able to go the other way. That ball's touched awkwardly, so Duck able to try to carry. Looking for the air dribble bump. Shannon goes through off that touch. Plane's the last one back, so he's just going to carry this one to the sidewall, see if he can buy some time for his teammates, and he does just well enough. Both Duck and Enchanted able to get back with full boost. Enchanted has a free open look. It's in the corner. Finds the interception in the midfield, cuts off the pass. And there's a way to win overtime, finally getting on the board here, and we're tied up 1-1 in the series.
Absolutely. Bit of a close one, especially for how much Purdue dominated the field there.
Yeah. It's a frustrating one if you're a Purdue fan, because you should be theoretically winning this game by a large margin, but it's been 2 games and 2 overtimes. off the bat. I think the defense has improved. Your midfield game has gotten a lot better. But, I mean, if you're putting on 10 shots and you're only able to score 2 of them and you're boost starting constantly, you got to figure out something else for the game plan, because going into overtime, if you have one slip up, you just lose the game. And it doesn't feel deserved necessarily. But the 4 and 5 seed, showing why they're paired so closely together. We're tied up 1-1 in the series, and both games have been overtime. Do you think Purdue Northwest is able to maybe change things up and be a little bit more confident and able to produce more offense? Or do you think this is a download complete here from Purdue and they're just going to be able to carry this one home?
I think that Purdue. I think if you had, I think Purdue had won game 1.
Yeah.
You could absolutely say it was a download complete
Okay.
kind of feeling, but I think it's just. I think it's too close to call it here, especially with how close these games have been. I think Northwest has a real shot at pulling this off.
Well, we'll find out.
Especially with Bomber. Bomber has been, at least in my opinion, the backbone of this Northwest team.
Mm-hmm.
He's been their wall.
Yeah.
And it's just been the one thing keeping them alive.
Yeah, well, that's what you need. You need a solid rock away to build up that downfield presence. And Bomber's going to be the first one with boost on this ball. He's going to carry it into the Purdue corner, trying to get past Duck Does. Gets a decent challenge. It's in front of net. Sean with shot on, and there it is. Just like you said, Bomber creating the opportunity. Sean bringing it home. And an early, quick lead for the Pride in Game 3.
What did I say?
Yeah, I guess you
What did I say? Bomber is the absolute backbone of this team. And he plays good, the rest of the team will play good. So, as long as we can keep the morale for Bomber up, then I think this Northwest team has a real good shot at winning this.
Well, let's see if they can do that, or if Purdue will be able to respond quickly. Play. Finds a pass to Enchanted. That one just goes so wide. And that's been the issue with this Purdue offense. The shot accuracy has not been there when need be. This one bounces in front of that. Sean able to get it off to the side. Enchanted hooks it up one more time, trying to find a dunk on Bomber. And for the bump in net now, trying to make it a whole 3-man play. And there it is. Duck, the third man, flying in, bringing this one back in. And we're tied up 1-1.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially with that, like you said, with that Purdue team being kind of meh on their shot accuracy. That was an open net.
Yeah.
No one was on defense, and if Enchanted had put that on target, that was the free score of all time.
Yeah, well, and they set the whole house there. They needed all 3 players to get involved to score that goal. And Nebulous looking for a double.
Ooh, getting a bit aggressive there.
Yeah.
That's what this Northwest team has to do to keep up.
Yeah, I mean, got to keep those mechanical shots going. Got to find those and convert those opportunities. He was just a hair length away from restoring the lead for his team.
Absolutely.
We spent most of this game and most of this series tied up, and that's going to continue to be the pattern. We've been able to play with the lead for very long. Even that game where Purdue Northwest was up 3-0 and ended up being tied up 3-3 in pretty quick fashion once we hit that midpoint of the game. So, see if someone's able to actually finally take control of the game. It just hasn't seemed to be that way. I mean, you would say that Purdue would be taking control, but again, just haven't been able to score. That's been their issue.
Absolutely.
So, here we go. 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Nebulous shot towards the other way. Enchanted pushes off the side. Bomber to come in now. Actually, good challenge by Enchanted. So he can't put the ball back in towards the net. Sean looking for a nice double touch off the sidewall. Actually, good fake for Bomber. Doc, though, ready for it, expecting it. Enchanted carrying it himself, trying to get this one into the middle of the field. Nebulous sitting on that front post, ready for it. And a team bump makes it really awkward for Purdue. And Purdue Northwest looking to take advantage. Bump on the back wall. Nebulous shot through, but Flame gets a very crucial bump on Sean. Doesn't allow that third man to come in and clean up that shot. That's why we're still tied up here. And love the idea, though, from Purdue Northwest. It looked very threatening. And speaking about threatening, here this one comes off the ceiling. Duck able to recover in time. So we remain tied at 1-1.
Touch from Bomber there, giving Nebulous a chance to send it back into that corner.
Long shot downfield. Duck just trying to get this one away. Actually, Plane was sitting there. Looked to put that one on target. It just went up towards the ceiling. He's going to play it back towards Enchanted. Quick shot and pass. Wasn't really threatening at the end of the day. Straight at Sean. Off the ceiling. Finds Nebulous. Nebulous opts to go low. Gets past one. Speed from Duck. Continues to be the story of this Purdue offense. Just are the faster team. They get to this ball first. They have been meeting every challenge. Duck Leaves it for Enchanted, who tries to find Plane. Plane actually called off. Enchanted had the double, had the read. Popped up high. Sean looking to get this in behind. The two players already back and waiting. So we're slowing down into kind of a nice midfield play. I say that as Bombers looking for some really mechanical and difficult shots to make. But, I mean, that's what they've had to work with. They don't really have the space that was given them early in game one.
Absolutely. This has been an insanely long rally, especially for teams of this caliber.
Yeah, just back and forth in the midfield, trading blows all the way, punch and counter punch, but nothing able to find the back of the net. Well, it looks like, I mean, we might find ourselves in another overtime. Something finally breaks here. It's been a lot more even on both sides of the ball for these two teams. Purdue Northwest having a lot more offense than they did in the last game. And that's what we needed to see from them.
Absolutely. Ball possession being almost dead even.
Yeah, and same with being able to keep it in both halves. And that was the issue. It was just stuck in the orange half almost the whole time in game one and game two. Again, it's been even. It's been tight. Then it's just been really slow and drawn out. No one able to find some space. A lot of just half attempted, half effort shots going towards that just to force a save out, make some boost use. No one able to find the answer to really break through either of these sides. Shannon.
Bomber losing that pretty crucial 50 hit.
Yeah, it was a good challenge win. Playing wanted to get that off the back wall for a teammate, couldn't. Shannon, this one's gonna go off this back wall for free. Palmer, wow, what a fantastic read from him.
Absolutely. Great touch, no boost. Just being able to air roll the car into just the right spot. Just a little touchy on the top. And we're in overtime again.
Yeah, we can't escape
Game 3.
it. It's inevitable. These two teams love overtime. Let's see what will be the difference maker this time. Duck, bounce dribble, shot towards that back wall, playing up early, up high. Sean doesn't get a touch he wanted. Enchanted's on zero boost. He's going to leave it for Duck. Duck gets kind of Goomba stumped by his own teammate there, so he can't get any pop on the ball. Finally, Bomber able to find some space downfield and clear it. Back pass was too weak, so Duck couldn't get involved in the play. Finally playing on it now. Can't find the double touch, but no one in the midfield will take it off of him, so he's going to get it into this orange corner. Sean gets bumped off. Duck, though, on zero, so Bomber takes over once more. With Cole in the corner, looking for a teammate. Actually just doesn't get any contact with the ball whatsoever. Nebulous, though, making life difficult for the Boilermakers. Here's the same pressure. Got them that goal in game one. Here comes the shot from Sean, and it's off the crossbar. Looks like game one all over again. And Sean, the man who's been scoring all day for Purdue Northwest, finds another one here. They have a 2-1 lead, and they're on series point.
Absolutely. Incredible game.
Yeah.
Very close. This has been a very enjoyable series so far.
I mean, they love overtime. They love not scoring in regulation. And I don't know why it's going this way. It's a bit interesting. I hope it's enjoyable for you guys at home, but I'm stressed out right now.
Oh.
As a Purdue fan, I'm having a little bit of a heart attack here. I mean, but for whatever reason, when it gets to overtime, the Pride are able to just turn it up. The pressure that they cannot find in the regular 5 minutes of the game just finally appears. And they just, I don't know, just keep getting shots off the back wall. It bounces in front of the net a few times, then finally someone brings it home. And that's their recipe for success, apparently.
Well, you know the saying, pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I guess.
This team might just love the pressure. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Well, now all the pressure is on Purdue because they lose this one, they go into lowers, and I don't think they expected that at all. So
Absolutely
they
not,
got to
no.
really figure it out and turn things around. They need to take control in regulation. They can't keep letting these games go
To OT.
Yeah, they can't. They're 2-1 now in overtime. I mean, that's a serious score because we've gone to overtime every single time. But I don't know. They're really making us work back here. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But here it is. It's game 4. Does Purdue Northwest take this one home, or are we going to see our first game 5 in this series? We'll find out in just a second. Here it is. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. It's game number 4. Kickoff goes Purdue's way. Plane finds a decent challenge. It's going to go all the way, rocketing it off towards that back wall. Sean able to make the read. Duck. This one back in. That's kind of open. It's deflecting in front of net. Plane shot. It's off the post. Enchanted flies in, crashes towards the net. But it just wasn't enough. Bomber now going the other way. A counterattack in style, and Nebulous just
just barely missing that.
That should have been the opening goal for Purdue Northwest, but just not able to reach it. And yeah, fast start to this one. Both these teams want to get hot early and they want to keep control of this game. And I mean, no one's been able to do it so far throughout this tournament, or this series. Nebulous. Free look, goes off the back wall. Nobody rotating in for his team. All just playing heavily defensively. And why not? It's been working for you so far.
Absolutely. Bomber could have gone for that last goal there, but he didn't want to risk it.
And don't allow, you know, if Purdue hasn't proven to you that they can score the hard shots right now, they've had a lot of volume, but not efficiency, as I mentioned earlier. Here we go. Shot towards net. Pass off the back wall. Doesn't find a teammate. Now Sean going to go the opposite way. And the real arrow head on this attack. He scored almost every single goal for Purdue Northwest. It's threatening whenever you see it behind the ball. Not necessarily the playmaker for the team. You said it's Bummer, and I think I have to agree with you. This one off the back wall. Enchanted shot. Nebulous save. Plane. Throw this one back in. Duck. On low boost. Trying to reach it. Just knocks it down, but not a lot of power behind it. And all three players were in net for Purdue Northwest. Now, Nebulous counterattack. Just finds Plane in front of goal. But nothing coming out on either side so far. We're tied at 0-0.
Absolutely. And I wouldn't even say Bomber is their playmaker as much as he is their consistency.
Yeah. Well, that's what you need. And speaking about consistency, I don't know how Nebulous finds a way in here, but he does. He just turns off this touch from Plane on the sidewall. Actually, it was just a pass to Nebulous. Shannon wasn't ready for it. Gets bumped off as well.
Yeah, got bumped off. Couldn't save it there.
Yeah, no. Couldn't get to that ball. And now Purdue Northwest with the lead. And every single time they've started with the lead, they've taken a game. So maybe that'll just be the case one more time. Or maybe Purdue will respond back in a few seconds like they've seemed to do almost every single time. Pass toward the middle of the field. Touch missed from Purdue Northwest, but Bomber taking it over. Nebulous on full boost now, looking for a pass to Sean. Sean, shot on. It's off the... It's just open. Open look. Gets over the defender. And it's a 2-goal lead for Purdue Northwest. They're looking to take this one home. They're looking great so far in Game 4.
Absolutely. It looks like this Boilermaker team is just out of steam. No one's even near net there. Just getting caught off on their rotations. They're just not playing as much as they were the last 2 games.
No, it's not looked as solid whatsoever. But, you know, we saw their resilience in Game 1, being down 3-0 and able to tie that one back up. And they definitely need that one more time in Game 3. That shot from Plane could have been the opener, but Sean able to cover for his teammate who got demoed. Now Bomber going the opposite way. Actually can't reach it. Ducks back. Doesn't turn for the demo. I thought he was going to go for the challenge. Maybe trying to knock Nebulous off the ball and just let that net be open. Opts for control. Pass to Plane, but Bomber cutting it off one more time. It's just not worked. The passes need to be a little bit heavier. They need to be a little bit more pace behind them.
Nebulous with maybe another flip reset.
Oh, it's off the
Sean
back for it. And Sean.
There it is.
Second goal off his second shot. He's been lethal again all series long, and it's a 3-0 lead one more time for the Pride. And they're just running away with this one.
Absolutely. This has been very much so some deja vu of Game 1 right here.
They need to keep and hold on to this lead. See if they can survive this kickoff. Actually, Purdue might be the ones to fall here. Never mind. Finally, Enchanted able to take over.
Out of boost.
Yeah, out of boost. Boilermakers need to make something happen right now, and losing that
another 50, open net triple commit.
Yeah, they felt like they had to force the issue. Time is getting low.
Absolutely.
Just a touch that left a lot to be desired. Purdue Northwest up 4-0. Not what I expected at all. I don't know if it's what anybody expected, but wow, I think they're going to take this one in Game 4.
Absolutely. I'm just happy to see a Purdue team lose. So.
Okay, well, you would have gotten that either way, and oh my gosh, they're just piling it on now. It's disrespectful. It's getting embarrassing for the Boilermakers. They're down 5.
Showing absolutely no mercy to them, picking them while they are down. You know, you just got to send a message sometimes. Don't underestimate the underdogs, and they are proving that with the opener of today.
Yeah, it's brutal right now, and this might be a sick if Purdue can't get back. Well, able to finally stop the bleeding for at least 5 seconds. they need to figure it out. I mean, there's a minute and 30 seconds left. Crazier things have happened in Rocket League, but they just haven't had any attack so far. Plane is going to probably feel like he has to carry the world on his back. Flip reset in hand. His teammate just takes it off him, takes the touch away. And the comms just not good. Shannon They get passed. Plain just going in for demos. They're trying everything, throwing everybody at the attack. Just not able to break through.
It's too little too late.
Yeah, now minute left on the clock. It's dire straits here. I don't think Purdue's going to be able to put 5 on, even if they had 5 minutes on the clock. They haven't been able to do it all series, and now this might be a 6. It's in front of net. Awkward in front of goal. Duck does enough. Bomber's not going to turn in. I mean, you don't need to. Playing opposite way. Needs to get past Nebulous. No, full boost, full confidence, and why not? You're about to win the series, make an upset, and move into second. And there's a 6. The fake from the teammate just makes it bounce right underneath the defender. And it's unwinnable at this point. It's over for Purdue. They're going to get knocked down to lowers. Purdue Northwest going to buy themselves a date with whoever wins between, I think, Ball State and the 8th seed. I can't remember right now. It's probably Ball State.
Yeah.
That series might be already over. Sorry if I'm disrespecting whoever Ball State's playing. But they're looking really solid. It's unfortunate. Not the start that Purdue wanted. I don't know. It's a frustrating one for me to watch.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Especially watching your home team get Braziled like this.
Perfect timing from you. You had to say it as soon as they put the 7th in. You had a little bit of foresight there. I guess he's got an oracle behind the desk.
Yeah, you know, there's just I got a little guy with an orb under the desk here. He's telling me things.
Yeah. Well, Purdue has to score one for it to be a Brazil, and that's not what they're going to be able. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. It's been so rough for them.
Oh, maybe. Who knows?
Duck shot on, and it actually... Okay.
No, the Brazil is real!
The Brazil is real. Hey, look at that. Purdue scores a goal at their own detriment. They're getting Braziled here in Game 4, and they're going down the lowers. There's 20 seconds left. It's unwinnable. I am losing my mind.
Absolutely. You are very animated right now.
Yeah, this is...
Hands on your head. You are not feeling it.
Oh, my. Well, disaster strikes early for Purdue, but... What a win for the Pride. Not what they expected, but a hot start for them. They're going to be able to carry this momentum in because they got a tough opponent coming up next. But wow. As this clock winds down, I'm shocked. I think a lot of people watching are shocked. This is a ranked team, 46th in the nation, and they get knocked out by Purdue Northwest. No disrespect to Purdue Northwest. Obviously a very talented team. I thought this game would go to a Game 5. But I did not think that Purdue Northwest would win in Game 4 and in such dominant fashion.
Well, I mean, they're the Lions. They're the Pride, you know? I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
yeah.
They simply played better. They simply played better Rocket League. They played the better team game. They played the better offense. Bomber especially being an absolute amazing rock and backbone of the team.
Yeah.
And he's
yeah, keep talking to me.
Bomber was beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, Bomber played
absolutely fantastic.
A perfect game, especially against a team that competitive. And the Boilermakers just weren't ready for it at all.
No.
They underestimated their opponents and they lost for it.
They were not ready. And it's
Game 1 was a fluke. I think Game 1 was a fluke. I think the game that they won, I don't think they should have won it.
They won Game 2. They didn't win Game 1. They lost Game 1 in overtime.
The comeback of Game 1.
Yeah, it was a fake comeback. Well,
not even really.
Yeah, gentleman's sweep for Purdue Northwest.
Yeah.
And wow, what? Like, if
What a
anybody
way
wants
to
to
go.
know the state of Rocket League in Indiana, that's enough to tell you. There is apparently 5 good teams out here. Rocket League in Indiana this year, if you don't know, we have 3 teams in the top 48. One of those teams just got absolutely obliterated.
Eviscerated,
gone.
Thanos snap. Boop, bye-bye.
They're in lowers. One of those teams not ranked is Indiana Tech, who is seated higher in this tournament and just come off some massive wins. So everybody's good. It's a stacked state. Battle for Indiana Rocket League has never been better. I mean, obviously, there's a bit of a tier between, I would say, Ball State and the rest of the teams, but
Absolutely.
it's going to be brutal out here, and that will prove it. I mean, wow, what a series win for Purdue Northwest. The Pride, again, off to a hot start. They look fantastic. They figured out their offensive woes from Game 2 and Game 1 and just ran away with it. I have no words. And if you're the Boilermakers right now, you gotta figure it out.
Yeah, you gotta be embarrassed about that. You gotta. If I were them, truth be told, from what me and you saw here from the caster's booth, I think they need to work on their shot placement big time.
Yeah, hit the shooting packs.
They need to work on their defense a little bit better.
Yeah,
and they really need to work on their teamwork.
Yeah,
because that Northwest team was passing the ball all game.
Yep,
every game,
mm-hmm.
and they won.
Yeah. Well, let's throw it over to an interview, get some of the mindset of Purdue Northwest, see what the players feel, because, wow, what a win for them, and I want to hear what they have to say. So, kick it over to you right now on stage.
Hi, I'm Wyatt Libby from Ball State. I'm here at day 3 for Battle for Indiana. I am joined by
Sean from PNW.
Sean. That was an exhilarating match, 2 overtimes and a totally dominant game 3. What's your mindset going into a game like that when you're playing up against a bigger school? You're going up against these really experienced players. What's your mindset?
My mindset was we were having fun after like the third game, after the second win, I think that was. And my mindset was we were having fun and keep playing like that.
That's great. That's a great mindset to have. All right, you're playing Ball State next, and they're a big name. You know that. They're a big name in this tournament here. What's your mindset going into that? Are you going to play differently, or are you just going to keep it the same? How are you going to do?
We're going to keep having fun, and we hope to beat them.
All right, lots of fun here at PNW after a great win. I'm Wyatt Libby here at Day 3 for Battle for Indiana. Thank you so much.
All right, well, we're going to kick it to a break here. We're going to have another upper semifinals matchup. Upper semis is going to be next on the block here. You're going to see IU versus Indiana Tech. I think a matchup that a lot of people are excited for. Those two teams, both in fantastic form and
Absolutely.
looking fantastic. I mean, it's going to be tight. It's going to be close. I mean, if you thought that this was a crazy series,
Get ready for this
Get
one.
ready for that one. Or we're going to see Purdue Northwest again. So stick around. It'll be a very, very exciting day throughout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with you at Battle for Indiana in a second. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. For more updates, follow the Butler Esports socials at Butler Esports.